I'm convinced that every Yankee fan knows of Evansville, Indiana. Every Yankee fan from Staten Island, Jersey, the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, all over upstate, all of them know of or has heard of Evansville, Indiana. Most of those Yankee fans have never been to the state of Indiana. Some of them can't even find Indiana on a map. But they know one thing about Evansville, Indiana. That's the birthplace of Don Mattingly.
Dirty baseball! Dirty baseball!
He was a fine left-handed prospect selected in the 19th round of the 1979 amateur draft right out of high school. Where? Wrights Memorial High School, Evansville, Indiana.
Dirty baseball!
Donnie Baseball debuted with the Yankees in 1982 after 4 years in the minors and took over as the Yankees starting first baseman in 1983. His first truly magical moment came with the Yankees in 1984 when he was battling his teammate Dave Winfield for the American League batting title. Dave Winfield was the opposite of Mattingly in a lot of ways. Big Dave was a multi-sport star at the University of Minnesota, starring in baseball and basketball. He was drafted by 4 professional teams, including being the number 4 overall pick in the 1973 baseball draft by the San Diego Padres. Dave Winfield was one of the greatest athletes we've ever seen. After a very few successful years with the Padres, New York Yankees owner George Steinbrenner made Dave Winfield the highest paid player in baseball history at the time, signing him to a 10-year contract worth $23 million. 10-year, $23 million free agent contract before the 1981 season. Winfield was the star of the team along with Reggie Jackson and Greg Nettles, and they led the team to the Yankees to the pennant in 1981. Over the next couple of seasons, Winfield put up outstanding numbers and was selected to play in the All-Star game every season and won the Gold Glove for his stellar defensive work in right field. Although most Yankee fans appreciated Big Dave, some not as much, those same Yankee fans were falling in love with their stellar young first baseman from Evansville, Indiana. Mattingly was having a breakout season in 1984, and although the Yankees were out of the pennant race, the batting race between Mattingly and Winfield captivated the city's imagination and made their everyday box scores headline news in New York. Most Yankee fans were clearly rooting for Mattingly, but Winfield, to his credit, took it in stride, took it like a pro, and reminded us that there was a similar split amongst Yankee fans in 1961 when both Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle were chasing Babe Ruth's single-season home run record. Most fans were rooting for the Mick. They didn't necessarily dislike Maris, but they preferred that Mantle break the record. Very similar situation here between Mattingly and Winfield. It was a very tight race for the last 8 games of the season. On September 24th, Mattingly was 3 points ahead with a 344 average to Winfield's 341. On the next day, Winfield was 2 for 4 and cut it to a 2-point lead. On September 26th, they were tied. Both players were hitting 342. Then the next day, Mattingly went ahead by 1 point. The day after that, Winfield went 2 for 5 to put him ahead by 1 point. This was back and forth. Then some thought that the pressure was getting to the young hitman. He went 0 for 3, and he fell behind by 2 points going into the last game of the season. So here we are, game 162, last game of the season. September 30th, 1984. Detroit Tigers in the Bronx to take on the Yankees. No playoff implications, like I said earlier. No playoff implications. The Tigers had already wrapped up the American League East a long time ago with their 104 regular season wins, whatever. This was all about the batting race between Mattingly and Winfield. Mattingly was on fire this day. He led off the first inning with a single, then hit a double in the third inning. Winfield was tailing off. He reached on a fielder's choice, then drew a walk in the third. He flied out in the 6th inning. Donnie Baseball hit another single in the 8th inning. Winfield hit into another fielder's choice, and that was it. Mattingly wrapped up the batting title, finishing with a 343 batting average, and we got the ticket to that. Here we go. This is one of my prized possessions. This is, as you can see, the Yankee logo in the middle. Sunday, September 30th, 1984. Don Mattingly signs it, writes Don Mattingly, 1984 American League batting champ. Again, this is a population of 1 by PSA, auto grade of 10. On the label, it says Don Mattingly, 4 for 5, wins American League batting title, and it says with a 343 average. Super, super cool. Very historic day in Yankee history when two teammates came together to chase this batting championship down to the last day of the season. Two superstar players. Winfield finished his stellar career with a 340 average, stellar season, with a 340 average and showed a lot of class along the way. He remained with the Yankees until 1990, but it was clearly Mattingly's team from that point forward. Donnie won the American League MVP in 1985, was named Yankee captain in 1991, and served in that role until his retirement in 1995. The 1984 American League batting champion and one of the all-time fan favorites. Our captain, the hitman, Donnie Baseball, just a kid from Evansville, Indiana.